Welcome to Your Inspired Journey. I'm Carla Andrews, and I have the pleasure of having here with us Jane McCarty, who's known as Jane Storm. She's literally a transformational speaker, transformational coach, a motivational speaker. She helps businesses and personal growth. She is definitely a movement by herself because she helps you to take action each and every day. Welcome, Jane. How are you?
I'm great. It's so good to be here, Carla. I love the turquoise. It's my second favorite color behind purple. I
I love
love
it.
it.
This is one of my favorite colors. One of my favorite. It feels
Great.
like I'm at the beach.
Yes, I got to go to the beach twice this week. It was an amazing experience.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, especially now.
Yes.
Where do you like where's your location as far as
I
for the
live in
beaches?
I live in New York, and I live about an hour and 15 minutes from Jones Beach, famous beach. And then there's also
Beautiful.
a beach up in Connecticut that I got to go with my best friend, and we were socially distanced and doing the right thing, and it was just beautiful.
Oh gosh, I can only imagine the breeze. And
Oh,
you're
so
taking me
nice.
there, Jane. You're taking me there. I was born
Yes.
in New York, actually. So yes, kind of like,
Oh,
but I left when I was very young. So I don't
okay.
remember too much, too many I don't have too many memories of it, but like, the park, Eastern Parkway.
Yes.
I
Yep.
was born at the Jewish hospital. So just knowing those little things, those are little memories. But Central Park was really a great place for us. We used to go there all the time with with our family. So it was really
Such
a
a great
great way
thing.
to bond. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So I'm
Yeah.
so I'm so glad that you joined us here today. And I know you have so many golden nuggets because the last time we've spoken, my gosh, you were really like you're a powerhouse. So
Thank
definitely
you.
bring in the storm today.
Okay. It's
So,
coming. It's coming.
so you got to share a little bit about who is Jane McCarty? How did you get to this space of motivating and transforming lives and businesses?
I, my mom said I came out of the womb collecting people and loving people and ideas. And I went away to college and went for communications and journalism. I've had a lot of experience in corporate America. I worked for Verizon from the day I graduated college till 2 years ago. And I had a bunch of different jobs, but really the job that lasted and I got to keep choosing to stay with was loyalty because it's all about building relationships. And so when I got
Yes.
the ability to take a package and leave Verizon, I was not forced. I chose to leave. I said, what am I going to do with myself? And I was driving the car coming back from going from one sales center to another. And I thought, wow, a year ago, I was at Kobe Marketing, which was our loyalty vendor at the time. And I walked in and they had a huge sign on the wall and it said JaneStorm. And I remember laughing hysterically. And there were 11 people. They all had on brown wigs and were wearing purple because they wanted me to know that I mattered to them in terms of being JaneStorm. And so I said to them, what is this all about? And they said, when you show up, Jane, we don't just brainstorm, we Jane storm. You connect people with ideas better than anybody I know. And so
I
I
love
thought,
that.
okay, I think I want to coach. I had been a chair for Relay for Life, which is part of the American Cancer Society for 8 years as a volunteer. And I knew that I loved to be involved with people that got inspired, needed hope, and I could give a map that was going to impact them. And so
Wow.
here I am. I have a husband of 25 years, very happily married, two kids. My daughter's 22. During the pandemic, she got adventurous and moved to Nashville. And my
Wow.
son is 19 and he's in his second year of college and wants to be a big animal vet.
Oh, love it. Oh my gosh. I just saw the show Yellowstone and those beautiful
Yes,
horses and oh my gosh. So
yes,
definitely I have a heart for vets because they're really, taking good care of animals and you need a good doctor when it comes to, we want to make sure that the animals are being taken good care of.
exactly.
But
Yes.
it's amazing that, you said Jane Storm, and I was thinking of that, but so you're like a brainstorm coach.
Yes.
Is
Well, it's really connecting people with ideas, right? I call it a positive force for your future. Because as you know, as a coach, it's not about us. It's all about
it's
our
not.
clients. And so it's asking the right questions, getting people to dig deep, and then creating a map with them that we work together to get them for the future. And so it's really protecting their core through whatever storm is between their ears. Because, oh gosh, how much mind clutter is between people's ears, and
A
they
lot.
need someone to work with them to get past the mind clutter, get out of the storm, and move forward.
I love it. I love it. And so what have you found that inspired you to go down this direction as far as being a coach to help others get those ideas and making them turn into reality?
I found the Center for Coaching certification. I was looking for how I was going to go forward with this. And I got to go through the first course. And I remember being in Florida after 6 weeks of working with a group of people. And then we were together. And we were asked to go and work on a project by ourselves. We had to do homework. And it was writing affirmation stories. And what I realized 2 hours in, I started to cry and said, I am
Oh,
going to give an amazing gift to someone. And the next morning, I walked into the classroom, and what took me 2 hours took others 8 hours. And I knew that I
wow.
had something. And when I gave the gift to the fellow coach, she started to cry and said, wow. And every single person that I have worked with in the last year and a half on the third session says, wow, oh my God, or holy, you know what? And there's aha moments. And I love impact. I love
Hmm.
having those aha moments and being able to help people move forward and empower them in their own power, because it's all inside of you. It's just getting it
Yes.
out.
And being stuck, right? It stinks. So to
Yes,
be able to have someone to help you free those ideas that you might have had in there for years, not only months, but
yes,
sometimes years,
yes.
right?
Yes. And then, the work that I do, the affirmations, and this, and mind mapping, it's so much of it is about repetitive, and your subconscious. So we work a lot in the subconscious, and we work a lot with making sure that you believe it, you
Mm,
act on it, and you actually repeat it. Because if you don't do those things, and I had a friend come to me, and I don't usually work with friends, but in the beginning I was, and she said, oh, I want you to do that thing that you do. I want you to JaneStorm me. So she came to me, and the second time in, the second meeting, she said, oh my gosh, this is so much deeper and harder than I thought it was going to be. She said, I thought you were just going to give me 5 affirmation statements and I was going to walk away and my life was going to be better. It's amazing, right? People know they need to do the work, but they think it's easy. But you have to dig deep, and you need a
it's work.
partner to get you to the next level. You can't do it on your
Yes.
own.
It's the hardest thing to do it on your own. Everyone, even
Yes,
coaches need coaches. So yes, definitely
absolutely.
it, it's important to take have someone to hold you accountable to these
Yes,
ideas, because a lot of times we have these ideas but we don't believe in our own ideas. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so big for me. How am I gonna take care of this? How am I gonna do this? And then a lot of
yep,
time is getting that belief, borrowing the belief of a coach to help support you as you're going through this process of building your confidence, of learning more about yourself and digging up those golden nuggets of how you're going to get this achieved, how you're going to get this accomplished so that you can live this idea out. So yes, it's very
yes.
important to have a Jane Storm in your life. It's very important.
And
So
I
if
think also
you,
fear, getting
yeah,
past fear. You know, uh, there's a man named Brother Richard on Instagram,
mhm.
and he's from Dublin, Ireland. And my friend Shay Bearfield interviewed him, and it stuck with me. It was about 6 months ago. He said, fears decrease the minute you name them. And that's what coaching
That's right.
is, right? We're getting people to name their fears or name their desires and their hopes and their dreams, and then they can move forward. And it's
You have to
exciting.
face it. You
Yes,
have to face it to get through it. If
yes,
not, and I tell others all the time, it's like you're trying to live your best life. You're trying to step into your greatness. But a lot of times we're looking back. We're looking at our shadows. We're not looking forward.
exactly.
And we're afraid to look forward because sometimes that picture or that vision is so big, it frightens us. So
Yeah,
we need someone a lot of times to hold us accountable. And I'm not saying like holding our hands, but just really being and creating that space, that nurturing space. So as you're going through these fears, that you're able to finish and accomplish that move toward that goal that you're trying to accomplish. Because a lot of times we'll get as close to the edge and then we give up.
yes,
It's going to take
yes,
someone to say, keep going, let's do it, and let's
exactly.
do this, and then get it to the next step. So loving it,
Yeah.
loving it. So if you could share with me like some tips that those who are listening to us